scoring teams tonight here, Chris. You averaged 13 rebounds a game one season. A lot of seasons like that, actually. What's the key to controlling the glass the right way?
You know what? It's just two things: desire and effort. You can go with the techniques of boxing out. You can go with the techniques of face guarding. You can communicate. You can do a lot of things. But when it comes down to it, a lot of times it's who just wants that ball.
I love that. Desire and effort. That's a good answer. Now here's Anthony. After the miss from JaVale McGee. James left side. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
And the in-between shot of James, a thing of beauty. I mean, he's so clever at taking advantage of this area of the floor.
Now here's McCollum. Kicks it out to Ariza. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Green with the ball. He's picked up by Ariza. And it's Green missing. Got a piece of it. And out of bounds as the Lakers gain possession. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for Los Angeles. The drive by James. McGee in the corner. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's McCollum. And McCollum with the slam.
He's an excellent penetrator. I mean, as soon as McCollum sees a lane, he's all over it.
Poked away. Stolen by McCollum. Ariza outside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
McGee trying to break free. LeBron with the bucket.
And James, such a terrific interior scorer. Simple, under control, and on the money.
And it's easy to see why a team would want Ariza on their roster. Makes the right decisions, mentors young players, and is well respected throughout the league.
And here is James following the three-pointer by C.J. McCollum. And it's McGee with the jam.
Excellent court awareness. James has always had terrific instincts as a playmaker.
Out to Anthony. And again, it's Portland converting.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, that's something that they scouted him coming into tonight. They know he can make this shot. That's a poor effort defensively.
Knocks it loose. And stolen by Whiteside. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
And it had been talked about for some time, but last summer the Heat finally decided to pull the trigger on Hassan Whiteside. Traded to Portland for Leonard and Harkless. Whiteside and the Heat had soured on each other in the trade. A chance for both sides to have a fresh start.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Here's LeBron. On the wing, Davis. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Hood. Trailblazers leading by 3. And now here comes Collins leading the break. Pass to Simon. Back to Hood. And the foul called on Danny Green. That is his first foul of the game. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Simons. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Bradley.
Oh, nice defense there. I mean, that's Bradley's mentality, always trying to lock his man down.
And that one's good. James. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the first. Pass to Simons. Here's Trent, and it's good off the back rim and in.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
There's the steal. Here's Simons, guarded by Green. A nice shot by Simons.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
On the wing, Green. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
That's high-quality defense right there. Read the situation, reacting, and making that a very tough jump shot.
And the 10th pick in 2017 out of Gonzaga, Zach Collins, figures to be an important piece moving forward.
No, just a huge demand for rim protectors who can also space the floor. But this 9'3" standing reach, are you kidding me? He's a presence inside.
Pass to Simon. Trent kicks it out to Collins. Rebounded by McGee.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Los Angeles trails by 6. James outside.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
No basket feels better than a putback. Love getting rewarded for grinding it out on the glass.
Pass to Collins. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And so the first quarter is in the books. Trailblazers lead by 4. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for Portland guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disrupted.
Yeah, GA, great balance of efficiency and intensity, which is why they hold the early lead.
Here's Nurkic, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Nurkic has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Trailblazers. Outside Bradley. And a wide open look for James. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
I like how James shoots off the pass. He knows how to catch the D by surprise.
Good on the wing. Simons surveying the D. He wants to get it to Nurkic and does. Shot by Collins, no good. And it's Davis with the ball for the Lakers, trailing by 4. James outside. This one for 3. It doesn't go for him. And it's Portland the other way. Outside Hood. Portland moving the ball. Here's Simons. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Some people have already predicted future MVPs. Is there a surprise name that you think could win that MVP award, Chris, down the road?
Oh, I think there are a few surprises. I mean, we can go young with young guys like Trey Young or Luka Doncic. We can go with guys that we expect to do it, like Anthony Davis, who it just seems like he's just biting at the bit. There's a few young Celtics. There's a few young Lakers that in a few years you never know what they could do, especially the ones that are playing with great guys and watching their practice habits, game habits, stealing their recipes or stealing what they eat before the game and their health-wise. So many guys right now that are going to be in that second tier coming up. It's going to be fun to watch their growth.
It will. Kicks it out to Collins. Here's the 3. Hands it from downtown. Collins has got the lead up to 6 now for Portland.
And you have to at least respect Collins' deep ball. I mean, he's confident in taking this shot and giving the opportunity.
And the dunk by James.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Back to Collins, and it's good for 2. Collins has got 6.
Strong buckets like this help energize guys. I mean, Collins looking like no one can hold him there.
Right side, Green. 18 feet out. Pass to Davis. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Here's James. And it's Whiteside with the rebound.
With the D playing soft off him, he might have been better off taking it to the hoop instead of settling for the jump.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Deep two from Anthony. Goes back up. Sweet move. Right side, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Down low. Here's Howard. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. They get Hassan Whiteside.
That's just outstanding strength. Sometimes you are helpless trying to stop D. Howard inside from scoring. I mean, even when you foul him, and foul him hard.
And I just love the skill set that Markieff Morris has, Greg, at that forward position.
He really is a do-it-all type of forward for this team. Can step outside and shoot, but has no problem guarding anyone on the front line of the opposition.
Improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
Now a timeout called by Portland. And even though Chris Dwight Howard won't be logging the 35-plus minutes he once did, he is still a factor when he's on the floor.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. You better pay attention to Dwight. He can still hurt you with any touch he gets around the basket. I like seeing him in short bursts where you can force the opposing team to adjust to him inside.
Portland leading. And a wide open look for McCollum. Here's Anthony. Kicks it out to McCollum. Pass to Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
Yeah, Kevin. Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. I mean, a good teammate likes hitting his open guys.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Lillard, right side. Anthony on the wing. Back to Ariza. Portland moving the ball around. To the middle. 5 on the clock. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
I like to see this Lillard patient reading the D. He finds the open man.
Caruso, no good. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's McCollum. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Dwight Howard.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 4 at the free throw line.
Even though he's undersized, McCollum is just a tenacious scorer. He's a confident shooter that can catch fire quickly.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Out left to the wing. Caruso. No good from the wing.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Come on, you can't be selfish. You got to be willing to make the next pass. Otherwise, you're just predictable.
He gets it up. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Portland heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Trailblazers leading by 7. Pass to McCollum. To the wing right side. And again, it's Portland converting.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Back to Rondo. There's the triple. That shot, no good. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession.
One of the game's elite scorers and closers, Damian Lillard. The game on the line, you know what time it is. It's Dame time.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Right side. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Chris, you talk about degree of difficulty. Damian Lillard takes and makes some incredibly tough shots.
Well, Kevin, the percentages don't do him justice. Off the dribble, contested, from deep. Lillard is always a threat.
Pass to Anthony. Now, here's Whiteside. The wide open look here for Anthony. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Anthony's got his second bucket tonight.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners. Whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. Taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Evan?
Interesting ideas. David, thank you. Inside. It's stolen by Green. Oh, and he can't cap off the break.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
Oh, and the jam by Anthony. Chris, are there specific types of plays where you feel the whistle gets blown maybe a little too often and a little too early?
Well, sometimes for a guard, when he's defending the guard and the pick and roll comes and he fights through that pick, and as a guard, an offensive player, I can stop and let you bump into me and shoot the ball. I think the refs just have to be smart with it. Sometimes it's a foul, but every time it's not, just because of the situation or the flop. And also, you just don't want players to be bailed out when the defender is in a good position. But that's what makes the game so great, is the fact that as an offensive player, you got to try to manipulate and find out where you can sneak yourself in the gray areas of the rules. And as a defensive player, how can you use your skill, your will, and then your IQ not to get caught with your hand in the cookie jar?
James in the post. He's got 14. On deep. Offensive rebound. Pass to McGee. And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Davis. 3 from the inbound. Rebound by Nurkic. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. .143 left to play in the third. Here's Simons. It's good. Simons has got 5 now.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
It's Davis on the wing. got 1:18 left here in the third quarter. Back to LeBron. Just 5 on the clock. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. It's good on the putback.
See, this is why JaVale McGee is out here. When he hustles like this, his coaches and teammates notice.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Oh, great flow to that possession. Two players totally in sync with each other.
On the trade for Anthony Davis, a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
To the paint. Pass to Simon. Knocked loose. Out to Hood. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Hood. Floats it up for James. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Bradley.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
Portland leading by 16. Here's Simons. Out to the right wing. Trent can't hit. LeBron James on the wing. From 15 feet away. Rebound by Nurkic. From deep three-point range. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Portland out in front, up by 16. And do not go away. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. Los Angeles trails by 16. Now LeBron. No good. 18 that time from Hood to the inside. Stolen by Collins. And Simons, he's got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Here's Trent.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight.
James outside. From 7. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket. Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Portland leading by 12. In the corner, Collins with it. Hood for 3. Offensive rebound. Second chance effort. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it.
Pass to Hood. On deep. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. And the first one comes. Chris, more and more we're seeing star players give their sneakers to fans at the end of games. Did you ever do that?
Oh, yeah, man. Especially when I was with Dada, I would give a pair of shoes away after every game.
Oh, great.
I really love doing it on the road. At home is really cool, but on the road is great because that's where you know that fan braved all those other fans and the elements to wear your jersey and to be the only one there. So you look for that kid. I used to look for the kid with the number 4 Weber jersey and be like, hey, kid, I know what you went through to wear that tonight. You make sure you go home with these bragging rights. Tell them these are fresh from the game when we beat your team, baby.
Yeah, that's a neat way to connect. Los Angeles calls timeout. And the bright lights of L.A. perhaps too much for some players. You know what, Greg? Not for LeBron James.
This guy thrives in the spotlight. The Lakers crafting a roster to satisfy his championship ambitions. Off the court, the City of Angels perfect for maximizing his business aspirations.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
During that break, Frank Vogel had some real words for his team. And he was emphatic. He said, we are not going to win this game playing this way, fellas. You've got to step it up. You've got to get aggressive. And you've got to battle to get back in this thing. See if that pep talk got him going, guys.
Thank you, David.
And 6 straight playoff appearances for the Blazers under Terry Stotts. Last season making the Western Conference Final.
Yeah, GA, and he was rewarded with a multi-year contract extension. He's done a great job developing their young players while also having them compete at a high level.
And the long arms of Caldwell Pope are so dangerous on defense. He is so good at making his man feel uncomfortable, which in turn earns him a ton of steal.
They get it again. Right side. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 16.
I wouldn't want to be the guy who has to keep him off the boards. He is a beast on the offensive glass.
For the 3. And that one's good, Caruso.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Now here's Lillard. And Lillard gets double teamed. Back to Whiteside. And here's McCollum for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Here's Caruso. Up and in on the layup.
He's the best when he's assertive like that. I mean, don't take any chances. Take it to the cup.
Rondo with the steal. To the right side. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. Down low. Here's Howard. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. Trailblazers leading by 11. From deep three-point range, the shot misses.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah. And I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Portland.
Their hard work on the glass paid off.
I tell you what, they're both excellent rebounding teams, and it was a tough battle underneath all game. And I think ultimately that earned the W.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Hassan Whiteside.
He showed what it takes to be a great rebounder tonight. Fighting for position, boxing out, never getting outworked down low.
Caruso, no good.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Yeah, Greg, and it's more than just being in the right place at the right time. I mean, he's been active and aggressive.
And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never